what's up? It's Bobby. Welcome to another Daily Tea. So I'm gonna try and get this out quick. So first thing is we have to check our belief system. What you believe and what the unrenewed parts of your mind. It says in Romans 12:2. Don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So the unrenewed areas in your mind develop belief systems, and these belief systems are what creates the reality that you live in. If you believe it to be true, then that's what it is. But if you don't believe it, then that's what it's not. The thing is that the spiritual foundation that all creation sits on, that's the truth. And then where we're at now are just facts. So we walk by faith, we walk by that spiritual, and then that creates a reality in the natural. But anytime our belief system is flawed, we're walking under different principles. We're living under regulations of the world, and the world represents the world system that's under the sway of the enemy. So check this out. In Colossians 2, verse 20 through 23, it says, "Therefore, if you died with Christ from the basic principles of the world," the belief system that the world set on, right? "Why, as though living in the world, do you subject yourself to regulations?" Which these regulations and this belief system creates a law. It creates a justice that is defined by those spirits in the world or our own ideas of what's cool. And that's not cool. God's justice is completely different. If you did a word study on God's justice, it's Greek 49:41, and that's God's acceptable or formal decree, what's acceptable to God. So that's not to say that God thinks that injustice or violence or different things are just or unjust based on just a flat written law. It has to do with time and season and his overall perspective of every situation that you go into. So that's why we have to pray. We have to seek God, and God will let you know his idea of what justice is. Whenever we take a step back and create or come into agreement with a regulation or something, a principle of the world, we've actually missed the mark. Because in each situation, God's going to look at it and decree his justice, his righteousness, what's accepted to him. So therefore, this Colossians 2:20 through 23. "Therefore, if you died with Christ from the basic principles of the world, why, as though living in the world, do you subject yourselves to regulations? Do not touch, do not taste, do not handle, which all concern things which perish with the using, according to the commandments and doctrines of men." Okay, so these things take on a form of godliness, but they perish. They perish. The doctrines of men, the belief systems of man, the flesh, the soul, the unrenewed areas of our mind that dictate our belief system leads us to something that's going to perish. So these things, 23 verse 23, "These things indeed have an appearance of wisdom and self-imposed religion, false humility," which humility is anytime we judge ourselves towards someone else or our own self. Even to say, look, the old me used to be, is to judge yourself according to your old self and then feel justified above or below. That could be deceptive. Yeah, just transformation has came through preparation. Transformation has come through preparation. So in Jesus' name, I just bless you.